Tour is beginning. We're going to hit 80 schools, reach 50,000 plus students, and open up a dialogue about these very issues. At one time I was a vulnerable person. I was vulnerable to the paparazzi, these lurking creatures out there wanting to get something from me. It's very unnerving, and I felt powerless and vulnerable. But after making the film, I realized I could use technology, I could use my camera and reach across the divide, reach out to these creatures and get to know them. And in fact, what it turned out is that they're not these monsters, but they're human beings. And they have jobs, and a lot of them are pretty cool. Some of them are jerks, but a lot of them are pretty cool. And I've made a lot of friends in the process. Another unlikely friend that I've made is OK Magazine. They've been so very generous, not only in the film, giving me complete access to see the inner workings of how they do business and how they create the magazine that you've all come to love, but they've also continued that support of me and the friendship that we have by supporting me in the tour. So I'd like to thank them for that. But there's someone else that's very vulnerable these days, and that's the youth in America. They're the first generation. This generation is the first generation to grow up by the television and by media entirely. They're the first digital natives. I mean, we all remember when they invented the internet, right? And then we had to learn it, and there's this learning curve, and a lot of us are sloppy and don't use it very well. But these kids, they deal with it every day, bombarded with images and technology and advertisements. So it's important that we give them the tools and empower them with the knowledge of how to navigate this often very treacherous landscape, and teach them to take responsibility for how they use all of these tools at their disposal, so that they don't go around bullying others or being destructive, but they use it for good and for communication, for what I was saying before, connecting with one another, connecting with each other. And also, it's important that they put it down every once in a while and get down on the dance floor and shake their booties and be part of real human experiences. So please welcome the launch of the Teenage Paparazzo Empowerment Tour. Please do support it. We're at Indiegogo /empower.